Hello and welcome to our coverage of the ECL Pro Division Finals presented by Wilhelm, Kovalan Lockertsi, and ST Hockey. My name is Brandon Bigsby, aka B Major, and after a long season where many teams have been vying to get to this very point we will be at today, we finally meet our finals. Two teams in Växjö Lakers and Reality Check vying for the chance to win that championship at the Pro Division level and earn automatic promotion for the ECL Elite Division in our Winter 23 season. As we're going to go through everything that has gotten us to this point, some of our regular season standings, the stats for both of these two teams, how exactly they got here. In just a matter of 5 to 10 minutes, we will be seeing these two teams, the first three games of this best of 7 series. So we will go and move over to our standings from the regular season, see how exactly we got to this point, and we will start out with Group 1, where Reality Check took the number 1 seed, a 25-4-1 record. They were the best team in their group last season, had more points than any team in the regular season. They do so again this season, and once again find themselves in the final, and they did so in a pretty dominating fashion for the most part. We'll see if they can continue that and put that mark on a championship as we move over to Group 2, which, not ironically, led by the team that Reality Check will be playing against in the Växjö Lakers. As you can see it right on your screen, 48 points, so maybe not as many as Reality Check had in that first group, but they were in a group with a lot of depth, a lot of great teams in this group that some felt could maybe make a bit of a run in the playoffs. You saw Audio Lakers at the exact same thing, got themselves into the top 4, into the semifinals, despite not being one of those top 1 or 2 seeds. So for the second straight season, Seed 1 in Group 1 and 2 face off here in these ECL Pro Division Finals. And speaking of these teams, how about we get to our bracket and see how they got here from the round of 16 on. As you can see how they did in that round of 16, both teams in Reality Check and Växjö Lakers taking care of business rather convincingly. Reality Check beating Ghetto Firebirds in a sweep, a team that had gotten a little bit hot towards the end of the season and may have given them some trouble. While Växjö Lakers, a 4-1 series win over Geeks Energy Esports, who were in a very tight group in Group 1 and just got themselves in the playoffs in the last day of the season. And you can kind of continue to move forward as there's our playoff tree from the quarterfinals on down. You saw Reality Check, the way they got here. Another sweep versus Solkovan Sadet, who pulled off the big upset versus Deadly Phantoms. If you were here with us a few weeks ago, myself and King Lime covered that best of 7 series and moved on to play Ayo in the 4 of 2, where Ayo gave them a little bit of trouble, but nevertheless, they were able to find a way to get past them and earn their way into the finals. For Växjö Lakers, a tough matchup in the quarterfinals against the 12-seeded Herlev Eagles, who were in the same position last season, a team that made it into the quarterfinals, were not able to get past the strong Växjö Lakers team, ended up winning that series in 6, and ended up defeating Hana HC in a bit more of convincing fashion. The 3 seed ended up sweeping them 4-0 to earn their ticket into the matchup we will be seeing today. As we will go ahead and move over to our regular season stats for these two teams. Växjö Lakers and Reality Check, the two top teams in the regular season, meet up here in the finals as we talked about. And just looking at the stats, you can kind of see why. Växjö Lakers, the number 1 scoring team in the regular season with 110 goals for. Reality Check not too far behind them with 98, but the big difference between these two, the defensive efforts, only 46 goals allowed for Reality Check this season compared to the 63 allowed for the Växjö Lakers. And something that's going to be to look out for in this matchup is going to be strength versus strength. Will the high potent offense of the Växjö Lakers be able to keep things going against a team in Reality Check that's been one of the stouter defenses throughout not just the playoffs, but through the regular season, through the last couple of seasons? And you can see those trends have continued in the playoffs. 57 goals for the Växjö Lakers in their 16 games played. And Reality Check, they have 41 goals, but less allowed on their own end. Only 18 goals allowed through the games that they have played so far through these playoffs. So a lot to kind of look out for, a lot of interesting things to look out for to see who is going to be able to take advantage of their strength and their strong suit. And these players are going to be the ones to dictate it as we look through our starting lineups. We'll start out with the 2-seed Växjö Lakers on the left side. At left wing, Cadden J at center, Jovi, and at right wing, Berkedal. These three forwards have been the catalyst of the success so far for this Växjö Lakers team. We talked about how high scoring this team has been all season. Those three have been a big part of that on the back end. Haki Johannes at the left defenseman, the captain for this team, and at right D next to him, Ed Holman. And finally, last but not least, a man is going to have to really play well for this team to win the series between the pipes. Their goaltender, Mr. Allsvenskan. And on the right side, a team that was here last season, bringing a lot of those players back. 4 of these 6 players were on the team that made it to the finals, but just fell short last season. At left wing, Tunkalia. At center, Jesse L. And at right wing, Pursuti. All 3 of these guys have been so good all season long. Can they push this team forward and get them past this Växjö Lakers team to get them into the Elite Division for next season and finally win that pro championship that they've been close to getting so far? You know, those 3 are going to have to step up big for them to do that. Well, on the back end, the 2 men that have been so dominant all season, Mikax and Kim Johan. And finally in net, arguably the best goalie in the pro division the last 2 seasons, in Finn Sede. Is, man, both of these lineups so strong from top to bottom. It's going to be a lot of fun to see who's going to be able to really step up on the big stage in the big moments. Like we said, reality check, we're in the same position last season. We're up 2-0 in the finals versus Jyväskylä, ended up losing 4 in a row and had to watch the opposition move up to the Elite Division this season. You know, reality check, hoping they will beat them up there for the Winter 23 season with a series win here. We will move over to our head-to-head. We'll start out with the centers for these 2 teams, Jovi and Jesse L. It's pretty interesting with Jovi. He's a guy that was in the Elite Division last season, played for Granite Gaming, went down with the Växjö Lakers, a team like we talked about, made a lot of changes within that lineup, especially at the forward trio, and so far he's been a great addition to this team, while opposing against him, Jesse L., who also has been a great addition for this reality check team, was not a part of that team last season, moved up from I believe, the core division from a season ago, and boy, has he made his impact for this reality check team. Was top 10 in points in the regular season, has a 54.1 face-off percentage, has been such a good presence down the middle for this reality check team, and you can see how he's done in the playoffs. Jovi continuing that high-scoring pace, while Jesse's point total's a little bit lower in terms of average of what he had in the regular season, but he's a guy that, like we said, has stepped up big for this reality check team all season long. It's going to be a lot of interesting fun to see if he can step up here in the finals, and if maybe some of those additions from this reality check team this season can do what it does to put them over at the top. So we'll move over to the winger matchups for these 2 sides. The left wing and Cadden, the right wing and Berkedal of Växjö Lakers going against Tunkalia and Pursuti, 2 wingers that were here last season for a reality check-in. We talked about a little bit the offensive prowess of this Växjö Lakers team. Berkedal and Cadden are 2 guys that have been the center of that in terms of scoring. Both of them over 35 goals this season. They put a lot of shots on net, have that ability to generate opportunities, and against 2 wingers in Tunkalia and Pursuti that over the last few seasons have had that ability to do the same thing. All of these guys over 60 points. Pursuti, the only one that was kind of closer to that 60-point total with just 60 on the nose, and even that, a 2-point per game average in the regular season. And you can kind of see how that translated into the playoffs. All of these players stepping up big in the big moments so far during their playoff run. As you see the stats update there, 41 for Cadden, 36 for Berkedal. And like we said, for reality check, the point total is not maybe as high in the playoffs as they were in the regular season, but nevertheless, they're doing what they need to do to win games. They really pride themselves on how well they can play defensively and lock things down their own end, but they have that scoring touch as well when they need it. It'll be a lot of fun to see if Växjö Lakers can shut that down, and to do that, it's going to take that defensive pairing as we will slide over to our 2 defensive pairings for this matchup. Haki Johannes and Ed Holman on the left side for Växjö Lakers, and on the right side, Mikax and Kim Johannes. This is oftentimes where these series and these matchups can be won in losses on the back end. The defensive pairings and the goaltending can really dictate the way these series go. Can you shut down your opponent? Can your goalie make those big saves when he needs him to and you need him to bail you out a little bit? And I think you can say that especially for this reality check team. This is a team that has really relied on those defensive efforts the last few seasons. And against a Växjö Lakers team that, like we said, the number one scoring offense so far in the pro division this season, arguably strength versus strength, top offensive team versus top defensive team. Both Mikax and Kim Johan are going to have to be major contributors if they want to find themselves hoisting that pro division trophy here at the end of the series. And last but not least, the men between the pipes, the men behind the masks, the goaltenders on the left side, Mr. Og7. 22 games played, an 80 save percentage, only 3 shutouts, but he's a guy that, despite the stats maybe not being as high as his opposition, he has that ability to make big saves and steal his team a game. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch him go up against the reality check team that we saw last season has a goalie in this season as well in Vincere that can steal games as well. 82.4 save percentage, 1.53 goals against average, 7 shutouts in the regular season as well. He has been one of the best goalies in this division, not just this season, but was last season as well. So both these goaltenders so good all season long, including in the playoffs. It should be interesting to see who can kind of step up and elevate their team that extra bit, as we'll see their playoff stats as well here in a minute. Both of these guys just so good. It's always fun to see which goalie can step up. As you can see, the playoff stats there, nearly dead even, just a 0.5 difference. As Mr. Og7, he's kind of stepped his game up a little bit in the playoffs compared to what he had in the regular season. Even more shutouts already in the playoffs and less games than what he saw in that regular season campaign. So it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Two teams that, like we said, were number one in their group. They continued that form in the playoffs, and they meet right here in the finals for a chance to not only win a championship, but like we said earlier, automatic promotion into the ECL Elite Division for the Winter 23 season. As we are just moments away from getting puck drop of Game 1. We'll see our first 3 games of the series today, and the rest of the series right here on Tuesday. And this is going to be a lot of interesting things to see. Both of these teams have been through so much. Like we said, Växjö Lakers had a lot of changes into the season, had that great run in the ESHL Cup for Season 3, won the championship in that tournament with a few loans from H-Reds, if you've ever heard of a certain player named Benito and another certain guy named Nicky NHL. But after a disappointing season last season where they finished 9th, were outside the playoffs, made a few roster adjustments, shuffled the lineup a bit, saw a lot of success with that, while Reality Check, for the most part, running it back with most of the guys from last season, 4 out of 6 starters returning from that finals run a year ago. So both of these teams really hoping they can crack into that elite division. And not only that, but when you have such a good season, you want to top it off with a championship at the end of the day, as we are just moments away here from puck drop against, like we said, 2 of the top teams here in the ECL Pro Division. As like we said, both Växjö and Reality Check trying to get back in to, or trying to get in for the first time rather, into the elite division, and both of these teams vying for championship gold for the first time. As we will also, before you go, do not click off of the stream at the end of our last 3 games, as we're having a bit of a double header here today. This being the matinee, and after we are done with our 3 games here of the ECL Pro Final, we will have ECL Elite Division coverage of our semifinals matchup. Goons versus Atras, the 5 and the 1 seed, and Sawo Esport, the 3 seed, versus Frölunda HC, the 2 seed. Tugi and Sin will be on the call for that, and let me tell you, if you love ECL action, today is the day for you. Not only coverage in our Pro Division, but coverage in our Elite Division as well. So lots of great hockey with a lot on the line here today. It's going to be a lot of fun to see how those 2 series set out as well. Goons and H-Reds played against each other last season. Sawo and Frölunda, their first playoff matchup against one another. As you can see, our 2 teams have met. They are in the lobby, and we are 15 seconds away now from the much-awaited puck drop. I know both of these teams itching to get this game going and flowing. As man, oh man, this is going to be a lot of fun to see how this thing goes. Like we said, Reality Check, oh so close last season. They were up 2-0 in the finals against Jyväskylä, lost 4 straight, and were swept out at the end of that. And, you know, something with the finals, you have big moments, How about hashtag eHockey moments? If you have some great clips, some bad clips, some funny clips from some NHL 22 moments, make sure you share them on Instagram or Twitter. Hashtag eHockey moments, as well as tag us at SportsGamerGG to give yourself a chance to win some IQ fuel. We will be picking one winner each week all the way until June 27th. So 3 weeks to tomorrow, we'll be picking a few clips here and there to give yourself a chance to win some IQ fuel. So share your best or worst or funniest clips. Hashtag eHockey moments with the tag at SportsGamerGG on Twitter or Instagram. As puck drop is underway, the ECL Pro Finals, the Växjö Lakers and Reality Check finally getting going. You can see the lineups for both teams on the bottom left and right of your screen as Reality Check has possession and Växjö Lakers will get that turnover. It's going to be interesting to see who exactly is going to be able to get things going quicker, if it's going to be a fill-out period first, or if these teams get things going fast. There's a chance there if instead it had to be sharp. A nice save, and Reality Check will get the garbage out in front of them and try to move it up. They move it in the offensive zone, not much there, and Pursuti gets it over to Tunkolia, gets a little bit of a chance there, Mr. Alksefeven, but nevertheless, he was sharp on that one and made the save. 16:39 to go in the first, and like we said, it's a strength versus strength matchup here with these two teams. Reality Check, the best defensive team arguably in the Pro Division. Växjö Lakers, maybe the best offensive team in the Pro Division. One of these two going to have to step up, and something going to have to give in this series as Reality Check working in the offensive zone. Didn't have anything. Cadden with a nice pick up the cause of turnover as he works into the offensive zone. Tries to dump it down low, nothing there, and Reality Check will look to counter as they move it up quickly and get into the offensive zone themselves. A nice pass back to Mikax, works it, trying to get the pass across the Pursuti, but couldn't finish it. And Växjö Lakers looking to counter, could not get that pass off, and Reality Check gets the puck back and cannot get it out of their own zone, unfortunately, so Växjö Lakers will reclaim possession and look to reset to break into the zone. Working in a nice defensive play there from Pursuti to break that play up. Ned Holman will give it over to Hockey Johannes to work the breakout. Should be interesting to see who's going to be able to break this thing open. Like we said, kind of that feeling out period so far between these two teams. They did not play in the regular season. Remember, one in Group 1, the other in Group 2, so didn't get to see each other play, but obviously both these teams have done their homework, somewhat know what to expect of their opponent here in this series. As Game 1, you hope to kind of set that momentum and set that tone early for the series, as you see Kim Johan looking to move it up but doesn't have any options. He'll work it back, and a nice reset there from Reality Check, something you see a lot of the top teams do when they find her opening right there. Nice play over, shot on net from Kim Johan, but a nice save there for the Växjö Lakers, and it'll be an offsides warning, and they'll have to reset. Jovi taking it up for the Lakers. Turned over, a nice job there defensively from Reality Check as they moved in with numbers. Nice one between the legs, shot on net. Nice job there from Mr. Alk7, staying in positioning. Växjö Lakers working it in the offensive zone. Puck goes a bit awry there, and they'll be forced to reset with 6:30 to go in the first period of Game 1. 3 games we'll be covering today in this Pro Division Final. The rest of the series being covered right here on Tuesday. Reality Check moving it up. Finding an option, couldn't there. Pursuti with it, gives it over to Tunkolia. Couldn't find anything, but draws a penalty, so we'll have our first power play of the game here for Reality Check. As you can see there, the trip right in front of the net. That was Cadden J that took the penalty. We'll see if Reality Check can get the first goal of this final. Pretty solid power play for them in the regular season. 31.58%. That was second best in their group. 87.27% PK on the other hand for the Växjö Lakers. It's Reality Check move it up. Kim Johan with it. Works it over to Mikax. Back over to Tunkolia. Works it down low to Jesse. Jesse bumped down low. Didn't have anything. But the puck finds its way back to the point. Kim Johan with it. Looking for an option. Couldn't get a shot on. Jesse with it. Trying to get it across to Pursuti, but he couldn't finish it. And Växjö Lakers will dump that away with 40 seconds to go on the Reality Check power play. Check trying to get it in the zone, could not. Kim Johan gives it over to Jesse. Jesse tried to get it over to Pursuti, but couldn't. And it's dumped away. 5 seconds to go on the power play. A nice kill there for the Växjö Lakers. With under 3 minutes to go in the first, they're going to try to get some offense. Shot out from Jovi, couldn't get it across there. Meekax, a nice job staying in front. Reality check, moving into the opposite zone, an offside warning. They'll have to touch up, and Växjö Lakers will claim possession with under 2 minutes to go. Växjö Lakers move it up. Trying to get past the blue line, they'll just go ahead and dump it in and look for a chance here as under 10 seconds left. Reality check gonna try to get a chance here. Looks like they'll just dump it over the board. That's gonna be off of the boards, out of play, and Växjö Lakers with a huge power play at the end of this first period. A critical mistake there from Tunkalia. An unfortunate play for Reality Check. So Reality Check now going to be on the penalty kill, at least going in to the end of this first period, depending on if Växjö Lakers can find a quick score. Face off one, shot potentially from the point, they get it back over. Sani scores in front! A huge play for the Växjö Lakers. That's Jovi across, and the Lakers start out the scoring here in the ECL Pro Finals. A play in 5 seconds is what they needed, and it's exactly what they got to end this first period. So you can see a beautiful cycle play there from the Växjö Lakers, going from top to bottom, moving that puck around. Went from Hockey Johannes, got it over to, I believe that was Berkedal, who found Jovi on the other post. And what a play from Växjö Lakers. Took them about 4 seconds to get that off. Beautiful puck movement, and a critical penalty there from Reality Check cost them a goal at the end of the first period, as we'll get another look at that game opening, series opening goal on the stick of Jovi, just using that forehand right in front. Nothing Fincere could do about that one, and the Växjö Lakers taking the lead going into the first period, 1-0. We will get a quick look at the stats here from the first period. Shots 2-3 in favor of Reality Check, but Reality Check having a little bit more of the possession time and the cleaner puck possession, 80% passing percentage, over a minute more in time on attack compared to this Växjö Lakers team. But Växjö Lakers taking advantage of the opportunity they were given, getting that power play goal late. Nice job from them, taking advantage of the mistake from Tunkalias. Like we said, they hadn't had a lot of offense in that first period, so we'll see if Reality Check can maybe find a response here. They haven't had a lot of chances here the last few minutes, especially considering they had a power play of their own. As we will get underway in the second period, as Reality Check entered the offensive zone quickly. Backhand shot, couldn't find a good opportunity there. As you can see, once again, the lineups for both sides on the bottom left and right of your screen. As Växjö Lakers get a chance there. Puck did go on Fincere, but did not get a clean look at it. As Reality Check trying to get out of their own zone there. Nice puck scramble there. Växjö Lakers come out with it. Kim Johan ends up getting it. Goes back to Reality Check. A chance here. Up in the corner. Berkedal with it. Couldn't get it past Kim Johan, as he'll move it up and get it over to Pursuti. Up scramble on the side of the boards, and it'll be offsides with 16:09 to go here in the first. Face off on the right side. Växjö Lakers will come out with that one, and you see them work the puck up. That was Hockey Johannes with it, tried to get it over to the middle, could not find his man in Jovi. He's the man that got this 2-1 lead for the Lakers. Reality Check will work it up themselves. Meekax would have tried to find a pass, couldn't. Here's a chance now. Jovi gets up to Berkedal. Berkedal with a shot on net, goes wide. Looked like he wanted to just try to get a chance there. Didn't have an option to pass, but no dangerous opportunity to come from it. So Reality Check will move it back up. And Holman over to Hockey Johannes, trying to get it out. A nice pressure here from Reality Check, using that forward check, maybe trying to apply the pressure a little bit on the defense of the Växjö Lakers. Meekax with it. Resets, doesn't find anything he likes, and he'll give it over to his defensive partner, who tries to dump it in, couldn't do so. battle for the puck, and now the puck tried to go over down the middle and could not find his target. That was almost a really good chance there for the Växjö Lakers as we hit the halfway point here of the second period. A 1-0 lead for the Växjö Lakers came off of a power play goal from Jovi. Reality check looking to find an answer, but not many opportunities for either side so far in the second period. It's a chance at reality check. Big save there by Mr. Allsvenskan. What a save there. As reality check continuing to work the puck. And they get it out as Jovi gets it over to Cadden. Cadden with a chance. Has his winger in front of him. Shot on that save by Vincente. And reality check gets out of their own zone. They look to counter. Jesse with it didn't have anything that's turned over. Cadden takes it up. And Kim Johan comes up with it. Tried to get it over to Pursuti. And he couldn't connect. And things will settle down and reset as Växjö Lakers look to break this thing out. Aki Johannes taking it up. Passed over to his winger in Cadden. Couldn't get anything on it, however. And now Tunkalia will try to rush this up. He has numbers. Try to get over Jesse. Shot on that. Couldn't get it in. Not sure if that was saved there by Mr. Allsvenskan, but nevertheless, a good opportunity there from reality check. Maybe tied this game. Does not go as Jesse will take it in. Nice poke check there defensively from the Växjö Lakers, and reality check forced to reset. Kim Johan taking it up. Doesn't see anything. Likes dumps it to the left corner. And Holman will give it up over to Hockey Johannes, and he'll give it to his winger in Cadden J. Cadden J going in, gets the turnover there. Does Kim Johan. Reality check looking to get something going here. 1-0 still. A lot of offense starting to pick up here in the late stages of this second period. 1:30 to go. Fast minute approaching. Reality check couldn't break it out. Ed Holman with it. 45 seconds to go. Växjö Lakers time for maybe one chance, maybe two if they play their cards right. Try to work it in to no avail. They do get a chance off the turnover. Here's a nice little spin move. Tried to pass it across. Couldn't get it home. As that will do it for the second period. A scoreless second period, but a few big saves from both of these goaltenders. You saw Vincente with a few big saves, as you can see one of them right here on your screen, and obviously arguably the biggest save of the game on that breakaway attempt. Mr. Allsvenskan with a major opportunity stopped, as you can see the replay of it right there. A nice job reading that one. That was Tunkalia who had that chance for reality check. Luckily for Växjö Lakers, their stud goaltender all over it, read it through, and kept it at a 1-0 game as reality check leading 6-4 in shots. The time on attack continuing to increase for them as we get a few replays. Our amazing producer Guido doing a great job as always, showing us some of the plays once again from that action-packed second period despite the lack of scoring. As Växjö Lakers holding the lead 1-0, can they hold on to it? Can they get another goal? Or will reality check be able to coordinate a response to tie this game up? So you have two more games after this one of our Pro Division coverage, and then after that, make sure you stick around for our Elite Division semifinals. Goons and H-Reds, Sawo Esports, and Frölunda. Both of those series to be covered and called by Tugi instead at 20:05 Central European time. So make sure you stay right here. A lot of action going on here in the ECL and right here at twitch.tv/sportsgamergg. Is reality check looking to move it up into the offensive zone. Need to get that tying goal. A few opportunities, but all for not so far. Pursuit chance there. Shot on that. Another opportunity. Big save there by Mr. Allsvenskan. Another big opportunity. Stopped by the Växjö Lakers goaltenders. They look to try to counter with an offensive opportunity of their own, and they will reset it and give it back to their defenseman to try to get a breakout going. Ed Holman goes over, gives it over to his winger in Berkedal. Berkedal tries to get it back in front, couldn't. Jovi with it, goes down low. Couldn't get anything to go as the puck was turned over there from Cadden J, and reality check, that great defense showing itself so far, but the offense struggling a little bit to start out to get one in the net. We'll see if they can here. Chance for Tunkalia's shot blocked in front by Ed Holman. He'll rush it up here for the Lakers. Turned over. Nice defensive play there from Tunkalia. Puck finds its way back to Mikax, and he'll reset and get it over to Kim Johan. He'll dump it over to the left corner boards. Tunkalia will give chase and win that race to the puck. Gives it back over to Bekax at the point. Shot on net, save there by Mr. Alfenska, and he will hold on to it for a whistle with 11:51 to go here in the third. Face off to the right side of Mr. Alfenska. As Kim Johan will get it after the puck is taken away from their offensive zone. Tunkalia back over to Kim Johan. Kim Johan backhand tried to give it back over to Tunkalia. A little give and go, but pass does not connect. Bekax with it, gives it over down the middle to Jesse, but he couldn't get a clean look at it, and it'll be swallowed up and covered. As we're halfway through the third period, Reality Check getting chances, but cannot get that puck across the red line. Face off to the left side. Won by Jesse. Chance there! Slap shot from the point, saved by Mr. Alfenska. That was Kim Johan with the look, but he once again could not get it past. And we remain in a 1-0 score. As another offensive zone face-off for Reality Check, Växjö Lakers will win that one and get it out. Berkedal uses that little saucer speed boost movement we see many of our top wingers use in the Pro Division. There's a shot on net, saved there by Fensede. He'll cover and hold on for a whistle. Face-off will be to the right side of Fensede. First time we've really seen Växjö Lakers in the offensive zone in this third period. Second goal due to Malaj. A chance there, couldn't connect. Looked to find his winger there and Berkedal on the other side, but couldn't get the pass to go. Jesse gets it in the offensive zone, gives it to Kim Johan. Shot blocked by Berkedal. A nice job from him getting to the point, blocking that opportunity. As Jesse tries to get into the offensive zone, nice defensive play there as Växjö Lakers is a good defensive play on their own. They get it in. Jovi with it. Looks, gets it over to the point. Hockey Johannes with it, and for an option, tried to get the pass across there to Cadden, but nobody there to connect with. Reality Check looking the counter. They'll dump it down low. Chance there on the wraparound potentially. Couldn't get it to go in. And now Växjö Lakers looking the counter. Cadden with the puck. 5 minutes to go. Lakers with a 1-0 lead. Another goal would potentially clinch this for them in game one, but they have to get the pressure going. Reality Check looking to find the tying answer. Bekax with it, getting it over to the right side. Unsuccessful, but he keeps battling. Puck is loose. Delayed penalty now, and Reality Check will go on a huge power play. They'll work the puck in the offensive zone. Bekax trying to get over to Kim Johan. Couldn't get the shot off. And now a power play for Reality Check with 2:43 to go. As Jovi called for the trip on the right boards. He'll take 2 in the box and have to watch his 4 teammates, 5 including his goaltender, look to hold this lead in game one. It'll be Berkedal on the faceoff for Växjö Lakers, with Jovi being the center. Tie up from Jesse, won, but couldn't get the play off. As Jesse will get the puck back in the neutral zone, passes it over to Pursuti. Pursuti, Kim Johan, back to Pursuti, back to Kim Johan. Passed over there, and a slap shot from the left point. Couldn't get it to go. And a pass goes array there from Tunkalia and will go all the way back to the Reality Check zone. That will take a good 10 or 15 seconds as we approach the 90-second mark here in this game. Can the Växjö Lakers hold on, or will Reality Check find the tying goal? Jesse with it, slows down a little bit, gives it to Bekax. Over to Tunkalia. Tunkalia with it, goes down low, couldn't find anything. Puck battle, goes behind the net. That's Jesse with it. Puck scramble in front, couldn't get it to go, and it's dumped away from the Växjö Lakers. Less than a minute to go. 5 seconds to go on the power play. Jovi about to come out. Reality Check moves into the offensive zone, but is off sides with 45 seconds exactly left in the third. Just 1 second left on the power play for Reality Check. Jovi ready to come out of the box here in a minute. And he is out back to 5-on-5 or 6v6 hockey. Based on your preference, goalies matter too. There's 35 seconds to go. Tunkalia with it. To Kim Johan, to Jesse. To Bekax. Bekax with a nice poke check there from Berkedal. Växjö Lakers get it. They'll just get it out of their own zone. Could very well be icing, and it will, with 21 seconds to go, with a timeout to be taken here by Reality Check, as they'll have a chance here in their offensive zone. Face-off battle 8-6 in favor of Reality Check. It'll be Jovi and Jesse at the red dot. A critical face-off here. Reality Check need to get this one to give themselves an opportunity. Have had a few chances, but have not been able to get past Mr. Allsvenska, the stout goalkeeper for the Växjö Lakers in this game. 11 shots, 11 saves for him. 21 seconds away from taking this game one. Face-off will be to his left. Tied up. One there, despite Jesse getting the advantage by Växjö Lakers, but Reality Check gets possession. Pursuti will dump it in, left corner board. Gives chase, Jesse gets it, tries to find his way in front, couldn't get it past. Last hope here, Mikak's with it, gives it to Kim Johan, goes to the left corner board, 2 seconds, chance, couldn't get a shot on, clock hits double zeros, and that will do it. The Växjö Lakers, it may have not been pretty, it may have not been in the highest fashion, but they take game one, 1-0 over Reality Check in a shutout for their goalkeeper, and Mr. Allsvenskan. As you can see, a few of the saves that he made. One of the more notable ones, that one-time chance at the right point from Kim Johan, had a good look at it, but was not able to get it past the goalkeeper. As Reality Check shut out in game one, the defensive prowess for both of these two teams showing its stuff through the first game, as the Växjö Lakers will get that early advantage, a 1-0 win in this game. A 1-0 series lead now to start out in the opening goal, the game-winning goal from Jovi on the power play. Remember that penalty that Tunkalia took, the delay of game late in the first period, gave Växjö Lakers an opportunity on the power play, got a chance with 5 seconds left in that first period, capitalized, took advantage, and found themselves with a lead that they would never give up. So we'll see if we maybe get a replay of that goal. If we do, we'll make sure to bring it to you later on. But for now, we'll bring it back over to the studio here as Växjö Lakers, like we said, up now 1-0 in the series after that 1-0 win against Reality Check, as we'll have game two getting back up and going here in just a few minutes. But before that, we're going to take a quick break, see a few of our sponsors, get a word from them, our amazing sponsors that help us bring this coverage to you here at twitch.tv/sportsgamergg. And like I said, don't go away. 2 more games of this Pro Division final and then the semifinals of elite coverage right after that. So we're going to take a short break. Do not go anywhere. Game 2 in just a matter of moments. We'll be right back. Thank you for sticking with us as we are back for our ECL Pro Final Division coverage. As you were here with us for our first game, the Växjö Lakers winning game 1 in a 1-0 shutout. An amazing game from their goaltender, Mr. Allsvenska. A great game from him, 12 saves throughout that game. Reality Check with a lot of opportunities, had the majority of the time on attack, doubled the shots, more than double the shots actually of the Växjö Lakers, but were not able to find the net in that game 1. We'll see if maybe they can find that scoring touch here in what could very well be a big game 2 for both these two teams. You can see the lineups for both teams there on your screen as well as the builds, and we'll get another look at those stats. Just 3 minutes and 33 seconds actually of time on attack for the Växjö Lakers, and 5 shots on that as well. But like we said, it was just enough to put them through. That power play goal from Jovi at the end of the first period was the difference there in that game. So they're going to hope for another great performance from their goaltender, and we'll have more great performances in the Elite Division. Remember, at 20:05 Central European Time, Goons and H-Reds, Stawo Esports, and Frölunda, both semifinal matchups will be covered by none other than Tugi and Sin. Obviously, both these matchups going to be so fun to watch. Can we see that 4th time finals matchup of H-Reds and Frölunda, or will either Goons and Sawo be able to crash the party and clinch their first finals berth in the Elite Division? And speaking of teams that have clinched finals berth, Växjö Lakers and Reality Check. Game 2, puck drop and underway. The lineups for both sides on the bottom left and right of your screen, as Växjö Lakers up in the series 1-0 here in game 2. Reality Check trying to find a response to get the series back at level. Hockey Johannes with the puck, gives it over to Jovi and over to Edholm. He'll work it up, tried to use a nice little spin move. Didn't totally work, but found a little bit of space to get over to Jovi, but had to go back and touch up after the offside. Tunkalia with it, tries to find its way through. And reality check will reset. Berkedal with it over to Edholm. No reset. Växjö Lakers will reality check. Their defense, we talked about it coming into this series, always stout, but the offense was not able to find anything in that game one. A similar pattern to the finals last year. They were shut out in the last 3 games of that final last season against Växjö. So if you count that, 4 straight games in the finals where reality check has been held scoreless. And a penalty here is not going to help their cause, as Mikax will take a 2-minute trip to the box and a power play chance for the Växjö Lakers. 1 for 1 on the power play in the series. Face-off won by the Växjö Lakers. And Jay giving it over to the point. Hockey Johannes with it. Over to Berkedal. Berkedal back over to Johannes. Tried to get it over. Couldn't get an opportunity there, as Växjö Lakers going to be forced to reset. Zed Holman with it. Gives it over to Jovi. Nice defensive from Riacha, but a bit of a breakdown. Chance in front. Big save by Finsere. A sneaky play there over to Berkedal, but the shot was denied by that right pad of Finsere. 30 seconds to go on the power play here. Shot on net. Goes wide. Berkedal battling for it. Has some help with him in Cadden, his fellow winger. Cadden with it. Takes some time. Nice little spin move. Got it up to the point, tried to get it back over to Berkedal, and now be dumped out. And a chance here after that dump out. A smart play, though, from Mr. Allsvenskan to go up, get aggressive, and get that puck. That would have been a breakaway opportunity for a reality check, but a sharp play from the Lakers goaltender there. Face-off will be to his left side, tied up. I believe Jesse, that is, will come out with it. Turned over, a chance there for Växjö Lakers, but a nice defensive play there from Jesse to come back and get that one. This puck will be dumped in for a reality check. Goes to the corner, Mikax with it, looking for some space, passes it over, shot on that, couldn't get it on. Big save there from Mr. Allsvenskan once again. Now it's a quick chance from reality check. Went from nothing to a big something, but was not able to get it past. Once again, the goaltender of Mr. Allsvenskan, excuse me. Has to face off to his left side, won by his teammate in Jovi, and Växjö Lakers will get it out of their own zone. Ed Holman looking for an option, couldn't get anything to go, and Mikax will take it and reset. Kim Johan back over to Mikax. Looking for an option, went offside, so he reset. Gave it over to Tunkalia. Dumped it down low. Chance there on the wrap from Pursuit. He couldn't get another chance for Jesse in front. Saved. Reality check applying the pressure. Puck will be out of their offensive zone, and Kim Johan will reset and give it over to Mikax. Mikax tried to wait there for his teammate to get back on, but an offside's called with 6:50 to go. So the offense not very present, but the goaltending and defense all over it for both of these two teams so far. Through the first couple of games of this series, Växjö Lakers, like we said, a dominant offensive team, showing they can do it on the defensive end too. It's a chance for them here. Berkedal tried to get over to Cat and Jay, couldn't do so successfully, and reality check looked to counter. Nice turnover there called from Jovi. Jovi tried to pass it across, couldn't get it to him. A nice turnover caused, and Pursuti will now take it up for a reality check. Waits for his teammates, pass couldn't get through. I'll give it back over to their defenseman and Mikax to try to work the breakout. Gets it in the offensive zone. Dump down low. Gets back over to Tunkalia. Couldn't get a shot on. Battle for it in the neutral zone. It goes to Cad. Nice little move. Backhand. Couldn't get it to go. I believe that was a blocker safe there from Finsere that denied that one. Mikax taking it up. Less than 3 minutes to go here in the first period of game 2. Glove safe there on that chance. Mr. Allsvenskan with a nice save there. Another one from him of many so far in this series. Face-off will be to his left side. Tied up. Won by reality check. Puck dumped down low. Trying to get it there. A shot on. Goes wide. Trying to work it back to the point. Waiting for, I believe that was Mikax to get back up. He wasn't able to. Now Växjö a chance to counter. Chance in front. Saved by Vincere. Had to squeeze the pass tight to avoid that one just squeaking through for a goal. And he will hold on and cover. A very dangerous chance there from reality, or for reality check there on their own end. Face off won by Jesse of reality check. 35 seconds to go here in this first period. This is where Växjö Lakers pounced for the 1 goal in game 1. Can they do it again? It's reality check trying to do that themselves, but offsides with 7.9 to go. Face off in the neutral zone to the left side. Nice little stick lift face-off win there from Jovi. Chance here for Växjö Lakers. 2 seconds. Won't get a shot on that. Kim Johan will hold on to that. And a scoreless first period here in game 2. A few big saves from both these two sides and some nice defensive plays as well. The scoring maybe not as present as we would have expected, but nevertheless a very tight and competitive series as many were hoping for here through the first 4 periods that we've seen, as we'll get another look there at that recent save there made from Mr. Allsvenskan that kept this one at a tie game. And similar story to game 1, a lot of the offense being put forward from reality check. 3 shots on net. The time on attack the exact same for both sides. 1 minute and 44 seconds for each team, but Växjö Lakers not able to get a shot on net yet, at least not one that has been registered for a true opportunity. So we get period 2 going and underway, scoreless. As we are now watching the reality check view. To avoid confusion, lineup for both sides on the bottom left and right of your screen. It's a bit of a scramble for the puck there, as I believe that was Mikax that was down and had the puck with him. Växjö Lakers looking to work into the offensive zone here. Battle for it down low. Kim Johan comes out with it. Reality check will look to move it into the offensive zone. They do. Jesse with some space. Backhand! Couldn't get to go. Went wide. Another chance for reality check. So close, but cannot find its way in. As Växjö Lakers with a chance here. Cadden with it. Makes a move. Has him. Nice help there from Jovi. Couldn't get it to go. Vincere makes the save and holds on for the whistle. So both teams with dangerous opportunities here to start the second period. Neither are able to light the lamp yet, however. And we remain tied at a 0-0 score. Face off to the right of Vincere. Won by Växjö Lakers. Puck finds its way down low. That's Jovi with it. Now Cadden. Tried to get it down low once again. Couldn't do so. Finds its way over to Jovi, who gave it up to the point. Shot on that from Berkedal. Couldn't go through. A few bodies in front of Vincere. Doesn't go off cleanly. Kim Johan with it. Finds its way to Tukalia. Turned over, and that puck will go all the way back to the defensive zone of reality check for an icing, and will go to the other side, drop the puck for a face-off, and do it all over again. Face-off to the left of Mr. Allsvenskan. Won by Jesse to Kim Johan. Shot on net. Bodies in front. Doesn't go through cleanly. Växjö Lakers looking to counter. Cadden with it. Tried to find Jovi. Couldn't do it clean, and it'll be turned over into reality check. Jesse with it. Shot on. Saved there. A high danger opportunity to an extent. Ed Holman will just dump that one in, and a puck will be for battle down low. Chance in front. Saved by Vincere. Berkedal with it. Tried to find the pass over to Jovi. Couldn't do so in a clean fashion. And now reality check with a chance to try to counter, but cannot get out of their own zone. So now Växjö Lakers will reset offensively, as both teams still with some chances, but struggling to get the puck in the net. Nice turnover cross from Reality Check. They'll work it in the offensive zone, but a nice defensive play there from the Lakers will give them a chance to counter. Berkedal with it. Nice poke check from the left defenseman in Mikax. So Lakers will reset and get the breakout going. Up, down low. Edelman with it, gives it back down low, and it's turned over. Nobody home on that pass there from Hockey Johannes. Berkedal with it. Tried to get it across over to his fellow winger in Cad and Jay. Couldn't do so successfully. In Reality Check, now with a chance to get something going. 5 minutes to go in the second period. Still scoreless. Last goal, first period of game 1. Växjö Lakers hoping to change that here as they look to break it in. Nice poke check there from Tunkalia. Tunkalia trying to get something. Nothing available in terms of options. They will get into the offensive zone. Pursuti with it. Tried to go to the middle and couldn't. Berkedal with it. A nice chance here for him. Nice move, but couldn't get past the left defenseman of Mikax. A nice defensive play there to lay the body on as our prediction in game 1 was 48-52 in favor of Växjö Lakers, but despite the majority being right, a bit of a change of tone here in the chat. 71% of you voting for Reality Check compared to 29% for the Växjö Lakers, so the performance maybe not indicative of the win, at least according to the chat prediction. There is a big save from Mr. Allsvenskan with 48 seconds to go in the second, so channel points on the line, a championship on the line. We'll see if the chat will be right in their prediction as Reality Check off his own face-off is not won there. It'll go to the Växjö Lakers. 20 seconds to go. And Ullman with it, tries to work it through. He turned over. Nice play there, but a big hit there at the blue line for the Växjö Lakers to break that one up. Last gasp here for Reality Check. Couldn't get that shot off cleanly, and that will do it for the second period. Still scoreless. Like we said before, the goaltending and the defense, the star of the show. 0-0 at the end of the first 40 minutes for both of these two sides. We get a look at some of the opportunities that both these two teams had, and it's not been from a lack of trying. Reality Check have had some dangerous chances, the majority of chances in this game, but a total of, I believe it's been 17 shots in the last 4 periods. Mr. Allsvenskan has saved every single one of them, while for Växjö Lakers, not a lot of opportunities, a lot of possession, but you kind of have to assume if they can maybe get a few more chances on net, if they can maybe give themselves an opportunity, but so far from Saturday denying them of every chance they have had. So we get a few replays of the last few opportunities that both of these two teams have had. As we go into the third period, a big game for both of these teams. Växjö Lakers a chance to go up 2-0 in this series. Reality Check looking to tie this series and turn it into a best of 5. Mr. Allsvenskan will just get that puck, flip it down over to the other side, and it'll be an icing. And a Reality Check will get down for his own faceoff. Face off via the left side of Mr. Allsvenskan. Being won by his team. There's been a nice job from Jovi winning those face-off into the defensive zone. It's been a very back-and-forth battle at that spot from the two centers of Jesse and Jovi. Could be something to look out for later in this game as Reality Check works into the offensive zone. Kim Johan over to Pursuti, back over to Kim Johan. Looking for a pass, no one home there as Ed Holman will give chase to it and give it over to Hockey Johannes, who will start the breakout. As nothing there, and Reality Check will cause that turnover. We just see that defensive prowess of both these teams continuing to show up. Neither giving an inch in terms of time and space. It's going to take a lot to earn that one goal of the game, and that one goal could very well be the winner, just like we saw in game 1. It was the power play goal from Jovi. That was the lone goal of that first game. As Växjö Lakers looking to do it again. Berkedal with some space. Berkedal backhand. Couldn't get it past Vincere. A poke check there following that from, I believe that was Jovi, but doesn't lead to anything. And after that opportunity, Växjö Lakers will look to reset with another chance. Puck dumped down low. It finds its way over to the right winger in Pursuti, and now Kim Johan will break it out from the defense. Slap shot play doesn't take the bounce to Pursuti, but a nice job positionally from the centerman Jesse to get there, but nothing will lead to it. Cadden with it now. Cadden, chance over there to Berkendahl. Couldn't get it cleanly on net, hit the side of the cage. Chances coming aplenty now for Växjö Lakers. There's a chance here, Tukulia. Shot on net, big save there from Mr. Alt7. That was actually Pursuti. Got the sheets mixed up there a little bit, but a nice turnover cause from Pursuti. Took that wide shot there with a little bit of space to go. Maybe tried to catch Mr. Alt7 off guard, but nevertheless, in position yet again, making that big save for his team. Nice reality check in the offensive zone. Reality check working it in. Couldn't do so successfully. The Växjö Lakers ended up turning it over, however. Trying to break it out. Left boards up to Tunkalia. No space. 8 minutes to go in the third period. Game 2 of the ECL Pro Division Finals. One of these teams just scratching and clawing for a goal here. As Mikax works it up. Puck will go awry and it'll be an icing. As the puck will be moved over to the Växjö Lakers offensive zone. As looks like we'll get a quick timeout to maybe settle things down and get a little bit of energy back for both of these two sides. Växjö Lakers calling that timeout. As we'll get a look at the replay of that opportunity there from Pursuti. It was a nice play defensively. Got past, however. Maybe could have taken another second to get a cleaner look there on Mr. Allsvenskan. Decided to take that shot and unfortunately put it right into the chest of the Växjö Lakers goalkeeper as we remain tied at 0 apiece. Face-off will be to the right of Finsere. Won cleanly by Jesse. And Johan giving it over to Mikax, over to Tunkalia. Puck finds his way to Jesse, who's looking for an option. Tunkalia on the wraparound, couldn't get it off cleanly, and Jovi picks it up and gives it over to his winger in Cadden J. Lots of pressure, reality check, trying to get out of their own zone now. Couldn't do so successfully, and now Växjö Lakers with a chance. Puck going everywhere, a scramble for it, and reality check will get it and settle things down with less than 5 minutes to go in the third. As Mikax tried to put it in through to the offensive zone, but offsides with 4:35 left in this third period. Big face-off here, tied up, won by reality check. Kim Johan will flip that down low. Hockey Johannes comes up with it, doesn't have an option, however, nice pressure from reality check. Chance in front, couldn't get it on there as that puck looks like it hit off of a stick in front after the shot from Tunkalia. It'll go out of play and a face-off will be to the left side, the right side of Mr. Allsvenskan. It's won by Växjö Lakers. Ed Holman taking his time, looking for an option. Neither team giving any space for the either to work with. Tried to get a chance there across to that left post. Couldn't get so successfully. Less than 2 minutes to go now. We would be seeing our first overtime of the finals here. A scoreless affair between these two sides. Puck works his way down low. Back up to the point. Ed Holman gets it, dumps it down low, and reality check will take it with less than a minute to go. Kim Johan jets it up the ice. Tried to get it over to his centerman, I believe, there in Jesse, but a little bit of a miscommunication. Hockey Johannes will take it up for his team. 40 seconds now left. Cadden J battling for it with Kim Johan. Doesn't win that one as that puck will be dumped all the way down. No icing there. Växjö Lakers do the same thing. They dump it down low to no avail. Now reality check looking to counter. Tunkalia over to Pursuti. Pursuti looking for an option back to Tunkalia. Tunkalia gets it down low. Tries to find his right winger and Pursuti does so successfully. Shot on net, save by Mr. Allsvenskan. And it'll be dumped away from Växjö Lakers. And Finsere had to be sharp. The puck bounced over to him and came in a crashing forward from the Växjö Lakers. Had to swallow that up and take the freeze. 8.7 seconds to go. This is a critical face-off for both Jesse and Jovi. Who's going to win it here? Tied up one by Jesse. Chance here, though. Couldn't get it on net. Tried to get it back in front. Shot blocked in front. 1 second to go, and time will expire. A scoreless 3 periods and an overtime for the first time in this final series after a few late opportunities from the Växjö Lakers denied in front from a nice collapsing defensive effort from this reality check team. So you get a look of arguably the best opportunity of the game a little bit earlier in this third period. Pursuti on that breakaway, put that shot on early. Mr. Allsvenskan all over it, read it. And they did not see another chance as close as that one as we go into overtime. Still scoreless. 5 straight periods without a goal for both of these two sides. If you go back to last year's finals, 18 straight scoreless periods in the finals for reality check. They were shut out in the last 3 games of last year's finals, as well as the 2 periods in game 3 that year. Let's see if they can break that streak and find the game-winning goal to tie this series at 1 apiece. Lineups for both sides on the bottom left and right of your screen. Feel free to let us know in chat who you think is going to win this overtime, who you think is going to be able to get the game-winning goal. It's reality check looking for that game-winning goal, but an offsides will stop play at 18:54 to go. Face off the neutral zone, left side. Advantage in terms of face-offs in favor of Växjö Lakers, 12-8. Reality check win that one. Here's a chance here in front. Jesse try to get it low there. Pursuti with it now. Aki Johannes gets it out cleanly, and Cad and Jay will dump that on down, and it'll be an icing once again. Another offensive zone face-off for reality check. Face-off to the right of Mr. Allsvenskan. Won by Växjö Lakers in their own zone. That's a big one there from Jovi. He's had some big face-offs won in his own zone. Jesse has as well. Reality check, get the puck, and they'll work it up. Tunkalia with it. Nice little between the legs dig. Doesn't connect, but keeps the puck with them. Hit down low, and Växjö Lakers will get that out and into their own zone. 2 players give chase to it, and Kim Johan wins that battle, and he'll give it over. Finds Pursuti. Shot on net, goes wide. Tried to hit that blocker side, top left hand this one, but does not connect. And now here's a chance here. Jovi for the game winner. Couldn't get that backhand. A nice defensive play from Kim Johan. Puck battle behind the net. Reality check turns it over. Couldn't get it on. That was Aki Johannes at the point. Finds the puck battle and gives it over to Jovi. Over to Berkedal. Shot on net, goes wide past Vincere. It's Jovi with it. Stopped in front. Jesse gets it back and looks to reset here with his teammates for reality check. 12 minutes to go in the overtime period, and now reality check will see a power play opportunity for the first time in this game. Berkedal will sit in the box for 2. So it looks like that'll be an interference penalty on the boards, battling for that puck. You see that happen every so often. You're battling for that puck. You want that possession. Sometimes get a little bit aggressive, accidentally hit that right stick, and bump into your opponent to cause that power play for the opposition. Faced off one in the defensive zone by Växjö Lakers, but picked up back from reality check. Kim Johan to Pursuti. Boom! Save there from Mr. Allsvenskan. And he's going to go ahead and play that one out. Reality check keeps the puck, and it will be then dumped out from Jovi. A nice play there off of that one-timer from reality check. Does not go. As Kim Johan leads the breakout, gives it over to Mikax, and Pursuti a little antsy on that one as he'll have to tag back up to avoid the offsides. The puck will go back to him if they enter the zone again. Kim Johan couldn't get anything to go, and it'll be dumped away for the Växjö Lakers. 25 seconds to go on the reality check power play. At that first good look, but have struggled to get into the zone since. Tunkalia to Kim Johan. Shot on net there on the pass from Pursuti, and saved by Mr. Allsvenskan. I believe that right as he covered that up, Berkedal came out of the box. He did. So back to 5-on-5, 6v6 hockey now. Tie up, won by Jesse. Berkedal just came out of the box, gets the puck, gives it over. Big hit there on the left boards. First time we've seen a crunching hit from either of these two teams. It's been a little bit of bumping here and there, but the physicality is starting to show itself here in this overtime. Växjö Lakers looking to get the game winner. Berkedal with it, looking for some space. Puts a shot on net. Vincere with the save. Can he keep it up? Puck still in front. It's loose. And it's given away. And Mikax will bring it up. Tungulia with it. Looking for an option. Pass in front. Couldn't connect. Tried to give it back over to Mikax. Tungulia with back to Mikax. Shot and saved by Mr. Alt7. And Växjö Lakers going to try to calm things down, but they can't get out of their own zone. Jovi with it. Reality check applying the pressure, looking for an option, gets that out. Could very well be an icing, and it'll be waved off as Jesse not able to get to that one in time. They rule he was able to get to that if he wanted to. As Mikax will take this up. Nice little move to create some space. Gives it over to Tungulia. Back over to Jesse down low. Back to Tungulia in front. Couldn't connect it. He'll get the puck back on his stick. Looking for an option. Pursuti with it. Back to Tungulia. Back over to the point. Back in front. Kim Johan shot saved by Mr. Alt7 once again. He has been rock solid in net for this Växjö Lakers team. Ace-off will be to his left side. He has 12 saves in this game after an 11-save shutout in Game 1. This reality check will move this up. Tungulia with it. Kim Johan shot on net. Blocker save. Denies that opportunity. Ed Holman moves it up. Berkedal with it. Gives it back over to Ed Holman. Over to Hakian. Slap shot. There. Goes wide. Past Vincere. Pursuti gets it over to Tungulia. And Tungulia moves it over to his left defensive partner in Mikax. And it'll be offsides with 1:40 to go. Face off in the neutral zone to the left side. Won by reality check. Pursuti to Tungulia. Bumped from behind, gets it over to Pursuti down low. Puck finds his way down low as he goes over to Jesse. Scramble for the puck. Both teams trying to get possession. Haki Johannes gets it, goes over to Kadanje. Puck battle there. Kim Johan gets the turnover. Trying to find down low. Chance in front. Vincere has to be sharp. Still in front, loose, and it finds its way to Vincere. Scrambles for that one, holds on for the whistle, and that was scary times there for the reality check goaltender. The face-off will be to his left side. Won by Växjö Lakers. Kadanje couldn't get the shot off. 1 minute to go here in this in this first overtime. As we are still scoreless after nearly 4 full periods in this game 2. Puck dump to the right corner board. Haki Johannes will get a hold of it and look to man the breakout. Gives it over to his defensive partner in Ed Holman. Back over to Johannes. Looking for an option. Gives it over to Jovi. Nice turnover cause from Mikax. As reality check break it out. Pursuti with a backhand. Sneaky little chance there. Saved. As reality check trying to continue the pressure, but not able to. Berkedal taking it in. He dumps it into the right corner board. Left for Växjö Lakers, that is. The Pursuti will come out with it. 25 seconds to go. Kim Johan pushes up at the right side. Looking for an option. Doesn't have anything. A nice turnover cause from Jovi. As he tried to get it back over to Jovi there. Did the right winger of Kadanje, but was not able to do so. 8 seconds to go. Pursuti with it. Over to Kim Johan. Tried to get in front, doesn't do so successfully. Goes over to Kadanje. 2 seconds left. Tried to get a slap shot on. Saved on the glove of Vincere. Had some space there, did Kadanje, but staying sharp was Vincere in net. And 1 overtime, not enough. How about double overtime in the pro finals? This is what you love to see. This is the action you love to see. Close contested game. Maybe not a lot of offense like we mentioned, but 2 really competitive teams not giving an inch whatsoever. Is a scoreless 6 periods in a row. The only goal, period 1, late. Jovi on the power play. Ever since then, it's been all saves and all defense for these 2 sides. We still have 1 more game in this pro final to cover here today. Game 3 coming up at the conclusion of this game. And then right after that, make sure you stick around for our ECL Elite coverage, the beginning of the semifinals, the first few games between Goons and H-Reds and Sawo Esports, and for Lunda HC. But pressing matters here in game 2 as we enter double overtime. The puck is dropped and the tie-up is won by Jesse for reality check. Jesse with the puck, shot on that block there by Hockey Johannes, but they're not able to get it out. Pursuti with it down low, looking for an option. Gives it up to the point to Kim Johan, as looks like he's going to try to put that one on net, and we will get a power play here from reality check. Didn't get to see it in real time, as it looks like there was a puck battle in front of the net, a few bodies in front, and a bit of an interference there from Jovi. Will send him to the box. As we now have the Växjö Lakers view of things. Chance, and he scores! Kim Johan from the point scores and wins it for reality check. The series is tied at 1. The scoreless streak is broken, and Kim Johan finds the answer and gets reality check this game to win. A beautiful face-off play from the power play for reality check, and Kim Johan, breakdancing and all, gets the game winner. We've seen reality check set up that play a few times. They finally get it to convert and win this game 2 in low scoring yet exciting fashion. And I'm sure we'll get another look at that goal. But Kim Johan, the hero for reality check, to tie this series up at 1 apiece. As we will get another look at it, as you can see, Jesse ties it up. Tunkulia comes in, passes it over to Kim Johan, who just put that puck perfectly top right glove side over Mr. Allsvenskan, who had nothing more he could have done about that one. It was, let's see, 15 shots, 14 plus, 25 straight saves without a goal allowed for Mr. Allsvenskan before that overtime winning goal goes in from the point. The right defenseman, Kim Johan, tying the series up 1-1. And if you thought that was exciting, ladies and gentlemen, like we said, we are not done yet. One more game to cover here in this series today. Game 3 between these two teams. The winner of this one will go into Tuesday with the 2-1 series lead. As before we get into that, puck drop will be in just a few minutes. We're going to take a short break here. A quick word from all of our amazing sponsors, so make sure not to go anywhere. Game 3 in just 3 to 4 minutes, and after that we will also have ECL Elite coverage to follow, so make sure not to go anywhere. Game 3 following here just shortly. We'll be right. We are back. Thank you for sticking with us and being patient as we had 2 great, low-scoring but yet entertaining games in Game 1 and Game 2. Game 1, Växjö Lakers winning 1-0 in regulation, and in Game 2, a double overtime thriller. Kim Johan with the shot from the right point, winning it all in Game 2 for reality check to tie the series up 1 apiece. So now, at least for today, the rubber match in Game 3, the winner of this one will go into Tuesday with the 2-1 series lead. Always a nice advantage going into that pivotal Game 4. That can really be the swing game in a best-of-7 series, as we're having a couple of guys test a few things with the internet and with the connection, so we will be having puck drop in just a few moments. As this isn't the only action we're going to have, like we've mentioned a couple of times, at 20:05 Central European time, or maybe a little bit after, depending on how long this Game 3 is. If it's like that double overtime, could be a little bit after, but we will have ECL Elite coverage of our 2 semifinals matchup. You can see the bracket on your screen. The 1 seed, the defending back-to-back champions in H-Reds, going up against the 5 seed in Goons, and in the other matchup, the 2 seed for London, the back-to-back runner-ups in the ECL Elite Division, going up against Sawo Esports, who are in this semifinal for, I believe, the first time in the organization's history. So we'll see if we see a repeat of our finals from the last 3 seasons, or if Goons or Sawo Esports can maybe surprise a few people and get their way into that finals matchup. As you can see, our teams have matched here for this final game of our Pro Series coverage for today. Reality check going to be the home team for this Game 3 in the black jerseys. Växjö Lakers, the away team this time around, in the white threads. And speaking of tournaments, our Wilhelm E-Hockey Tour is still going and going strong. This is the last week of the regular season before playoffs for the Wilhelm E-Hockey Tour, as we will be soon seeing our playoffs in our finals. It's crazy to think about that. We've been advertising this thing for a few weeks, a couple of months now. It's been so fun to see each different city be represented and see which teams have been able to come out through that. We will finally see the end result of all of that here in a few weeks. So if you're interested in learning more, make sure to go to sportsgamer.gg. And if you want coverage on some of the happenings of the Wilhelm E-Hockey Tour, make sure to tune in here at twitch.tv/sportsgamergg to view our podcast-esque coverage of everything going on with that tournament. But we have business to take care of here, ladies and gentlemen. Game 3 of our coverage of the ECL Pro Finals. Växjö Lakers and a reality check 1-1 series. As you can see, the lineups were on the bottom left and right of your screen there momentarily, as reality check moving up on your screen in the all-black threads. As they get a chance there, a blocker saved there from Mr. Altsvezinska. And Växjö Lakers will try to get an opportunity of their own. If instead they have to be sharp, we'll cover that one up and make the save. With 16:58 to go here in the first period, it'll be interesting to see if maybe we continue that low-scoring trend. Obviously, like we mentioned, both games ending by a 1-0 score. There's a chance in front, and it's off the bottom post. Chance again, Hockey Johannes, he scores from the point. A big play there. Växjö Lakers get the scoring started early. A completely different trend from what we've seen in the first two games. As Hockey Johannes just let that one rip from the from the top left point, almost in the slot to an extent there, pitched up, got that shot on net after the original shot hit off of the body and off the post, and they get another look, get it to go, and the Växjö Lakers with the early lead, easily the earliest we've seen either team find a goal in this game. Maybe this is that different trend that we were talking about seeing. It's like we mentioned in the broadcast earlier, Växjö Lakers, a great offensive team, but a chance here for Tuukka to respond. Backhand, couldn't get it to go. He was tripped up, and it'll be a power play. I'm sure that there'll be a few eyebrows raised at that one. Could easily have been a penalty shot, but nevertheless, Edholm taking the penalty, and he's not going to be mad about that one. He might have gotten away with a potential penalty shot there, as Tuukka had that backhand and more than likely would have scored on it with the space he had. Face-off will be to the left side of Mr. Allsvenskan. Slap shot play from the point, saved there, and it'll be cleared out to the neutral zone, and Meerkats will give it over to Pursuti, who will be offsides, and wow, that was a huge play there from the Växjö Lakers. They almost let up that breakaway, but a smart trip there from Edholm to not allow Tuukka to get that clear chance. Speaking of Tuukka, puck on his stick. Works around, gives it over to Jesse in front. Let's get it to go. Back to the point. Meerkats with it. Back over to Tuukka in front, blocked. Jesse gives chase to it. A few players even chased, no one picking it up, but Tuukka finally came up with it. Puck for a scramble, Jesse with it. Over to Tuukka down low, looking for an option. Back over to Meerkats. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Meerkats looking for an option at the point. Gives it over to Kim Johan. Game winner from game 2. Puck skies well over the net from Jesse, and it will be out of play and a face-off to the left side of Mr. Altsvenskan. 15 seconds to go on the reality check power play. Kim Johan over to the left defenseman of Meerkats, and he gets the puck to go in. A big play from the point from reality check, and they find the tying answer on the power play. So once again, reality check, success from the point. Kim Johan, the quick little pass, and the wrister from the left point. Meerkats gets it past Mr. Allsvenskan. And it's a tie game, 1-1, just like that. So the scoring opening up a little bit more here in this game 3. No shutout this time around. And we'll see if the Växjö Lakers can coordinate a response to regain the lead, or if reality check can keep that positive momentum going. It's Jesse with the puck, looking for an option, gives it back to his defenseman in Kim Johan, and they'll just reset here in their own zone. And that's something reality check likes to do. If they don't like an option, they will go back, reset it, and just try to look for something else. There's now a chance here for Växjö Lakers. Cadden J with it. Doesn't get a shot on net. Nice defensive play. There's a slap shot wide there. Doesn't connect. And Jay with a shot on, saved by Facete. Puck to the side, Jesse with it. He'll just go ahead and clear this one out. Could very well be an icing. It will not. As Ed Holman will pick that one up and give it to Jovi. And it goes back to Ed Holman, who will give it over to Hockey Giannis for the breakout. Takes it himself, over to Jovi, over to Berkedal. Shot on, block, another chance here. Tunkalia ends up receiving the puck. Gives over to Kim Johan, over to Jovi. Chance here. Chance and saved there by Mr. Alksvensson. That was Jesse, had that opportunity at the center spot for reality check, but couldn't get that shot to go cleanly, and it'll be a save and a whistle. 7:38 to go in this first period. Face-off won by Jesse. Kim Johan, shot on, blocked in front. Hockey Giannis with it. Nice turnover cause from Pursuti. Meacox with it. Goes over to Tunkalia. Couldn't find an option in front. Tried to find that post-to-post pass. Jesse with a shot on. Saved by Mr. Alksvensson, and he will hold on to that for a whistle. Face-off will be to his left side. The face-offs have been an interesting battle. We've seen both Jovi and Jesse kind of take the momentum back and forth from one another at the dot, and Jesse will win that one. Meacox with it, tried to get the shot on his block, gets another chance. Tunkalia with it, poke checked away, and the puck will find its way over to the corner. Pursuti with it, battling with a few Växjö Lakers players for possession. Still not giving up, and he caused the turnover as Kim Johan stepped in front of it, but couldn't keep possession. Jovi tried to give it over to Berkedal, but he was offsides, as we will take it back over to the neutral zone and reset for a face-off. So you can see 4 shots to 2 in favor of reality check. They've had the majority of opportunities in both games so far. So far, that's continued in the first period of Game 3, as we'll see another offsides. Things getting a little bit sloppy the last few seconds, but definitely not from a lack of skill or lack of play. Both of these teams have just given such little space to one another. It's been really hard for either side to find a clean breakout, having to take advantage of their opportunities when they have had them. It's kind of been a product of these low-scoring games as Växjö Lakers, a nice job defensively. Berkedal will take it up and give it over to Cat and Jay. Nice turnover calls from reality check, and a nice job there from Meacox drawing the penalty, and a power play upcoming from reality check. That's how they won Game 2 in overtime, double overtime that is. And they get a chance to take the lead here in Game 3 with that same opportunity. Taking their time entering the zone, Facete comes out and brings the extra attacker. Meacox takes his time and resets things. Looks for an option. Less than a minute left, and they'll go offsides with 45.2 to go, and we'll finally bring out that power play we were talking about. Berkedal tripping up Meacox there in the offensive zone, trying to give chase on that forecheck. And reality check now with a chance to potentially earn the lead for the first time here in this Game 3. And Jovi on the face-off. It's won by Jovi. Växjö Lakers clear that out, and Cadden with a nice look here. Doesn't have a lot of options. He just kind of holds on to that puck, and reality check will jar it loose from him. 15 seconds left. Last chance for reality check to get a look. Meacox with it, works around. Tunkalia over to Kim Johan. Kim Johan with it, tries to get it across. Couldn't find that one-time play again to his fellow defenseman. And the puck will be cleared out, and the time will expire. A 1-1 game after the first period of play. A little bit more scoring in that first than what we've seen through our first couple of games of action, but it has been entertaining nevertheless, as Växjö Lakers started out the scoring early. But reality check on this play right here, the goal from Meacox from the pass from Kim Johan, tied the game up just a few minutes after the fact. As we will see the stats here in just a second, as there it is, 4-2 in shots, just 50 seconds of time on attack for the Växjö Lakers, with well over 2 minutes of possession for the reality check teams. We'll get a look at both goals here. As you can see, a beautiful snipe there from the point. That was Hockey Johannes that put the puck in the net to start the scoring. And then from one left defenseman to the other, Meacox ties the game for reality check on a very similar play from what we saw on that Växjö Lakers goal. So we'll see if reality check can take advantage of this power play to take the lead, or if Växjö Lakers can kill this off to keep it at a 1-1 game. All right, the second period, tied up. Puck won by reality check. It was Pursuti that got possession. Gives it over to Meacox, who feeds it back over to him. Because trying to get over Pursuity. Big save there from Mr. Allsvenskan. Reality check, getting a nice chance there, and they're looking for another chance in front. Couldn't connect there. The pass from Meacox goes nowhere. Dooley over to Meacox. Shot saved again from Mr. Allsvenskan. Chance again, another save there. That was from Kim Johan. Power play killed off from the Växjö Lakers, but definitely not without drama. A few good looks from Reality check there on a great cycle. As they will get it into the offensive zone, and Reality check will pick up the puck and start the breakout. Kim Johan over to Pursuity. Pursuity couldn't find any space, and the puck will just kind of flutter its way over. Cadden could not get it in time, and it'll be offsides as 3 minutes on the nose have passed here in this second period. Faceoff will be in the offensive zone of Reality check, left side of Mr. Allsvenskan. Won by Jesse. Reality check sets up. Nice block in front there from, I believe that was Jovi. Jovi as well as Hockey Johannes were in the area to block that one, and it will be saved and frozen for another offensive draw for Reality check. One in the defensive zone this time, however, from Jovi, and Växjö Lakers will begin the breakout. Hockey Johannes brings it into the offensive zone, not without pressure, however. He'll get it down low. Berkedal with it. Gives it back over to Hockey Johannes. Back over to Berkedal down low. Chance for backhand save by Frinserde. Jovi with it. Turned over. Nice defensive play from Reality check, and they're going to get a look on the offensive end. Kim Johan turned over, however, and it'll be reset for another breakout for the Växjö Lakers. Hockey Johannes looks. Doesn't have anything. Pursuity will pick it up, and he's pressured there. Nice poke check from Berkedal, continuing to apply that forecheck. Jars it loose from Meacox. Chance in front, couldn't get it to go. Puck in the bottom right corner. Berkedal shot, he scores! A sneaky chance from the right winger, and Berkedal hit off the post, deflected in the net, and the Växjö Lakers retake the lead. An unassisted goal from the right winger in Berkedal. And how about that play? Berkedal, just a man on a mission that entire sequence. Started it all off from the forecheck, applied the pressure, kept the puck in Reality check's defensive zone, and hard work paid off there. A great look, took advantage of the opportunity, and now the Lakers get back lead, but now without a chance for Reality check, as that backhander saved by Mr. Allsvenskan. So Reality check, felt like they had all the momentum, gonna have to find an answer, and they do! A score from the left winger, Tuukkolia. That didn't take long at all, just a few minutes after the goal from Berkedal. Tuukkolia, the left winger, finds the tying answer once again for Reality check. Received that puck there, nice little move. Passed it over to Tuukkolia, and just beats Mr. Allsvenskan right there. Might want that goal back in the future, but will not get it in this case. And we are tied at 2 apiece. If you wanted scoring, you might have waited a while, but here we are. As Reality check just going blow for blow whenever the Växjö Lakers seem to find themselves in the lead. We'll see if Växjö Lakers can do it again as they enter the offensive zone. Turned over, however, Meacox will take it up. He'll dump it in. Kim Johan gives chase, but we'll go ahead and back off of that one, and the Växjö Lakers will break this out. Cadden with it, gives chase along with Pursuity. Pursuity wins the battle of that one. Jesse finds it over to Kim Johan and gives it back over to Jesse. Dumps it in. No one there to give chase from that, and Växjö Lakers will go ahead and take the opportunity to go on the offensive end. Hockey Johannes couldn't find Cadden. Jesse with it. Gives over to Tuukkolia. A little bit antsy on that one, however, with Jesse after the pass. It'll go offsides with 6:57 to go here in the second period. A back-and-forth affair in this game, too, contrasting ever so much from the first 2 games. A 1-0 win from Växjö Lakers in Game 1. A 1-0 double overtime win for Reality check in Game 2. But in this one, goals galore through the first couple of periods. As Meacox looking for an option, doesn't have a lot. Växjö Lakers applying the pressure relentlessly on that forecheck. As they'll give it over to Kim Johan, we'll see what he can do. Gives it over to Jesse, tried to find that pass to Tuukkolia, a little bit of a miscommunication. We'll draw an icing, and we'll go all the way back to the Växjö Lakers offensive zone. Face off will be to the left of Vincere. One cleanly from Jesse in this defensive zone, and they will get it out. Will reality check. Tried to pass it upward towards Pursuit. He couldn't connect. And Ed Holman will get it and give it over to his defensive partner for the breakout. Turned over, gives it over to reality check, and Meacock's trying to find an option, and another icing. Those breakouts not as clean the last couple of possessions for reality check. Växjö Lakers getting a few chances here with these offensive zone face-off. We've seen both teams take advantage of those throughout these 3 games we've seen so far today. Tied up. Initially won there by Meacocks, but the puck scramble goes in favor of the Växjö Lakers, but puck bounces out, and now Jesse with a chance. Tries to go in front there, cross, but couldn't connect with Pursuit, who was on that right post waiting to tap that in. Reality check to break this out. Meacox couldn't connect on the pass to Tunkalia, but Tunkalia gets it back. Meacox gets it back, turned over, and Växjö Lakers trying to counter. Cadden goes over, gives it back, and it'll find its way over to Hockey Johannes. He brings it in, chance in front, scores on the rebound! It's Berkedal again! Goal number 2 for him in this game, and with 51 seconds to go in the second, Växjö Lakers get the lead back from reality check. A nice play for the Växjö Lakers, put that puck on net. Berkedal, right place, right time, put that puck in. It's so hard for a goalie to make that rebound save so quickly. Vincere, no place for him to go. And the Växjö Lakers find a way to get the lead back. And it's Berkedal for the second time in Game 3. 20 seconds to go. Can reality check respond before this period ends? Pursuit. Over to Jesse. Jesse with it. Tries to go in front. Had a chance. Backhand. Another chance. Hits the side of the net. And time will expire, so reality check gives the Växjö Lakers a little bit of a scare there in the last 20 seconds, but nevertheless, the Lakers take the lead late in the second period, 3-2. As you get another look of the game, or the goal that broke this game open yet again, from Berkedal on that rebound opportunity, just Cadden putting that puck on net, Berkedal exactly where he needed to be to capitalize. You know what they say, you want goals, you go to the front of the net. That's exactly where Berkedal was. As we will get another look at the goals that we saw in this period, and what was, like we said, a very back and forth affair. That was the first goal from Berkedal, just beating that blocker side of Vincere so cleanly, popping the bottle and all. But just a few moments later, it didn't take long for Tunkalia to respond to tie it back up to 2-2. And once again, the goal we just saw moments ago, the rebound play from Cadden to Berkedal to break this game back open and unleash the lead for the Växjö Lakers as we enter the third period. Remember to stick around at the conclusion for this game. We will have Elite Division semifinals coverage of both of our matchups. Goons and H-Red, Solo Esports, and for Lunda HC. It will be Tugi and Sin on the call for that one, but have to finish out this game first. As you see both lineups on the bottom, left and right of your screen. Reality check will get a power play opportunity after the trip was drawn on the bottom of that play, as it will be Ed Holman once again on the penalty. He had that penalty drawn earlier from the breakaway. This one, unfortunately, not as convenient, as he will go in the box to sit for 2. Reality check 1 for 2 on the power play in this game so far. Their first goal of the game came on a power play goal from Meacox to tie it up. Chance in front, backhand save by Mr. Allsvensson. That was a very cheeky chance there. Puck kind of flipped up for a second. Tunkalia got it back. Tried to backhand that one in really quickly, but the Lakers goaltender all over that one and stayed sharp positionally. Face off lead to his right. Won by Jovi, and that one's going to be slap shot right out to the bench area, and we will reset and do it all over again. Right side of Mr. Allsvensson. Aggressive face-off formation for reality check does not work out for them. Maybe could have been interesting to see if we had a play maybe drawn up from them on that formation. So look to break it in. Meacox gives it over to Jesse, over to Pursuit. Pursuit looking for a chance. Back over to Meacox. Shot was blocked before he could get on net. Meacox gets the puck back in his possession, gives it to Tunkalia. Twirls around the corner board. Tried to find Jesse in front, couldn't connect. Pursuit gets it in the corner, gives it to Kim Johan. 35 seconds to go on the power play. Tried to get over to Jesse, couldn't do so successfully. Cadden gets the puck and brings it into the offensive zone. Tries to do a little windmill deke, but to no success. 5 seconds on the power play left for reality check. Växjö Lakers likely to kill this off. Big hit there on Jesse from Jovi. And it's 5-on-5 and a chance from the Lakers. But a nice breakup from Tunkalia, as well as Mecox getting back and denying that pass opportunity. As Edelman will take it over and give it to Hockey Johannes, and he'll lead the breakout. Nice job there on that soft pass off the board. Gives it over to Bergendahl. Bergendahl couldn't get the shot on that. Gives chase to it down low. Mecox will end up getting in. He'll break things out for reality check. 14 minutes to go in the third. Växjö Lakers up 3-2. A 1-1 series here in the final game of our Pro Series coverage today. Shot on net goes wide. Chopped down low, and it will be Kim Johan who will receive the puck and give it over to his defensive partner to break it out. Tunkalia, nice little deke move. Couldn't get it to connect, however. And they dumped it in the neutral zone with Kim Johan bringing it in. Goes down low. Kim Johan act over to the point. Try to get over to Jesse in the middle of the slot. Could not connect. Reality check starting to apply some pressure again offensively. Cadden breaks that play up. Växjö Lakers will look to settle things down and reset. Halfway through the third period, Växjö Lakers looking to add one more to their lead, while reality check looking to find the tying answer once again. Chance there, blocked. Another opportunity saved by Finserde. As Jovi was there for the second chance opportunity. Actually, excuse me, that was the left defenseman Hockey Johannes who pinched up for that chance. But Finserde saves it, and a faceoff will be from his right side, the Växjö Lakers offensive zone. Tied up on by Jovi. Shot blocker save there from Finserde. Puck scrambled on the bottom right corner board. Bergendahl has 2 goals in this game. Looks for an option, gives it up to the point. Tried to get it over to the point there on the pass, and here's a chance. 2-on-1. Hirsuti, shot on that save from the pass. Another opportunity, backhand save goes wide. And Tunkalia picks up for reality check. Shot in front, saved again. Blocked in front before it could actually get to the pad of Mr. Allsvenskan. Kim Johan with it. Shot in front, blocked again. A lot of collapsing from the Lakers here. Helping out their goaltender. Pass broken up, gives over to Pursuti, however, second chance. Kim Johan shot in front, saved there off the pad from Mr. Allsvenskan. And a reality check, applying all types of pressure. 5 minutes to go in the third. Pinches there. Chance for Växjö Lakers. As Cadden J couldn't get a shot off. 4 minutes to go, reality check. Trying to tie this thing up. Kim Johan shot in front, blocked by his own man in Pursuti. Bergendahl brings it up. Looks for an option, goes down low, has his fellow winger and Cadden with him. Was holding on to that possession less than 3 minutes in the lead. Drawing the turnover there was Mecox, trying to get it up, couldn't do so successfully, and it's a scramble in the neutral zone. Less than 2 minutes to go now. Reality check needs to get something going and quick. Puck dumped down low from Växjö Lakers, and it'll be Mecox who finds the puck. A minute left here in this third period. Mecox breaking it in, tried to get it to Tunkalia, couldn't do so. Nice scramble for the puck, and it's Cadden J who finds his way to it. Puck loose once again at Holman. This time gives it over to Bergendahl. Bergendahl gives it over to Jovi, over to Cadden, back over to Jovi. Jovi to Cadden again. Bergendahl backhand, couldn't get it past. It sails wide. Big opportunity missed there from Bergendahl, who's been so good in this game. Can reality check capitalized. 30 seconds to go. Växjö Lakers try to dump it out, couldn't do so. Tunkalia tried to get it over to the point of Kim Johan, unsuccessful, and it'll be reset all the way to the neutral zone. Empty net, they will pull Finserde to get the extra attacker. As it'll be offsides with 14.2 to go and a timeout called here for a reality check. As you can see the stats on your screen, 10 shots to 14 in favor of reality check. A 2-minute time on attack difference as well. Face-off will be to the left side in the neutral zone for Jovi and Jesse. As we'll get the double timeout, it looks like here. Växjö Lakers going to call one of their own. And A very, very interesting game three we've had. We talked about how low scoring those first two games were, and Växjö Lakers got the scoring start early, but like we've said, reality check just finding a way to respond every time Växjö Lakers have been able to take that lead. Can they do it one more time to push it into OT once again? They'll have 14.2 seconds to do so. They did pull Vincere, so 6-on-5 opportunity for the team in the black and yellow. So it looks like there was an injury there actually to Pursuti. Something to potentially look out for as he's not going to have that same speed on the right side. Gotta look out here for Vincere, and wide right. Jumped on a faceoff with Jovi, and it looks like it's going to be won by Jesse. 10 seconds to go. Tried to get it in front, couldn't do so. Dumped away, Bergadal with an open net. He's tripped up in a desperation chance. Puck blocked in front, but a power play for Växjö Lakers with 1.8 seconds left, and that should be all she wrote. As there was nothing else there that Meacox could do but to trip him up. As there was an open net as reality check projected to win this game by the chat. Växjö Lakers to prove the masses wrong and take a 3-2 victory here in game 3 and will go into Tuesday with a 2-1 series lead. How about that for Växjö Lakers? Getting the scoring going here in this game 2. We talked about it in the open. The best offensive team in the ECL Pro Division this season. They prove why right there. Able to find the scoring touch they did not have in the first two games. Only one goal in game 1 despite finding a way to win. Shut out in game 2. But find that scoring touch in game 3, led by the 2 goals from Bergadal, including the game winner late in the second period. As a valiant effort from reality check, not enough. As they will go into Tuesday needing to win a pivotal game 4. If they're to lose that one, it'll be down 3-1. But if we're to win it, would find a way to make it a best of 3 series essentially. But game 3, all about reality check, all about Växjö Lakers. A 3-2 win in regulation as we will go back in the studio. They lead the series 2-1. And thank you to everyone for tuning in to our sort of matinee action here. Always kind of fun to see these double headers as, like we said, the Växjö Lakers win game 1, 1-0 in regulation. Reality check comes back, wins game 2, 1-0 in double overtime. And the result you just saw, the Växjö Lakers winning game 3, 3-2 in regulation to take a 2-1 series lead going into Tuesday. And do not go anywhere. We are not done. Just because we have finished our Pro Series coverage does not mean we are done here at Sports Gamer GG. We have 2 more matchups coming up, covered by Tugi and Sin, the semifinals coverage of the ECL Elite Division in a matter of moments. Goons versus H-Dress, the 5 and the 1 seed. Sawo Esports and Frölunda HC, the 3 and the 2 seed. Who will be able to punch their ticket into the Elite Division Finals here in a couple of weeks' time? As that'll do it here for our ECL Pro coverage. A big thank you to everyone for tuning in, and a congratulations to the Växjö Lakers for taking the 2 of the first 3 games of this series. As like we said, we'll be back right here Tuesday for the conclusion of this Pro Division series. A big thank you to our sponsors, Wilhelm, Kovalan Lacracy, and ST Hockey. A big thank you as well to our producer behind the scenes, and Guido, for making the magic happen that you've seen throughout this broadcast today. And a big thank you to everyone once again for watching, as we will take a quick break, transition things over to our Elite Division coverage. And a big thank you again to everyone watching. As like we said, we will be right back here in about 10 to 15 minutes, I'd probably say, maybe a little bit less, to get things going for our Elite Division coverage. So make sure you don't go anywhere. Tugi and Still will be right back here on the call for our ECL Elite semifinals coverage. Thanks for staying with us.